Hi everyone, it's Anne from Reveille Artistry again. I'm going to do some blooms today, and I want to use, I don't know if you've seen my video where I make this beautiful amber filigree bowl. I mean, this was it just turned out so beautiful, you know, the way it all moved, the magic of resin again. I want to try and do something like this, but as a bloom. So I've got the same colours, which are Let's Resin Yellow, Let's Resin Orange, and Let's Resin Coffee, though I think I used brown before. I might have to check that. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. But first of all, I just wanted to have a little chat about supplies and whatnot when you do resin. It's very easy when you're watching lots of YouTube videos to get sort of hung up on the equipment they use, the ingredients they use, this brand of this brand of that. And I did get caught up with that, as do many people. And you try and replicate their work by replicating what they've made it with, which is okay. But we all know resin is expensive. And what I've learnt is really just, I mean, it's no good following somebody in Australia if the ingredients they get and the measurements they make and the timings they do are specific to them. Because we can't get the same ingredients, and therefore our timings and everything will be completely different. So I learnt belatedly, after spending out a lot of money, that I need to find some artists in this country or whatever country you live in and follow them and see what they use and see what works, because that way you've got many common things that, such as the weather, the availability of ingredients, which particular resins are made in your country. Any resin that you get that's made abroad will have an element of higher cost in it. Even though it may look cheaper, say on Amazon, it won't be as good quality as something you could get in your own country for the same or less. So, you know, it's easy for me to say now because I've been through the whole process. But it's only really now when I've got, you know, I found a UK made resin, Vista One, which is extremely good value for money and works for everything as far as I can tell. In terms of alcohol inks, I don't think it matters too much as long as you're sure what you're using, because there are alcohol inks and there are things that inks that work like alcohol inks but actually aren't. So just be careful what you use. If you mix two different makes together, make sure they work first, because you can have some unfortunate events if you put one make with another make and they don't work together. So, you know, it does take a bit of time to work these things out, but what I'm trying to say is follow somebody in your own country first, if you can manage, because I know there's so many brilliant artists all over the world, and particularly Australia, funny enough, and America, and where art and crafts are a much bigger thing, I think. So just bear it in mind when you're getting all this knowledge from all these amazing people, that ultimately you need to make your work yours by using your ingredients that work for you in your country, with your weather, and with everything else that's available for you. So that said, lesson over, let's get on with it. Right, so I made up 200 millilitres of my Vista One, which I've just shown you. The actual is this the part, which one's this part? This part, which is part A. I don't know whether that's the resin or the hardener, but it's part A. Actually went hard on me, but I stood it in a bowl of hot water and it softened up very easily. So that's another little tip. I've got about 35 mils of resin here for my white. I've got a tiny bit of resin here for my glitter for the centre. I've got Julie Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out beautiful mould here, which I hope I do justice to. Bless you, Julie, thank you. And let's get to it. So for my little bit of glitter, I want to try and make this quite thick because it's easier to place in the middle. And you know what my sense of direction is pretty poor. So let's mix this up and see how thick it is. This is quite a sort of light, bright glitter, this one. I'll put a bit more in there, it's a bit too thin. Okay, hope that's enough. Right, there's that bit. Okay, and the white, of course. I'm going to use this silicone little jug thing with the spout. I found that quite good when I was doing this, my frosty one, which you can't see looking so frosty now because I did it around the wrong way. But this one, I used one of these and one of these spouty cups, and it worked really well for doing my way, which is the spiral. So let's do some white into that. So we're going to go with 2 of the Casting Craft opaque pigment. Give it a shake. So that's 3 went in there. Didn't mean that. So it says 2. So I will use 4 of the Pinata Blanca Blanca. Oh, she says when you. It doesn't want to open. Was that 4? If you put too much opaque in, it will make it drop and blob. So just be a little bit frugal on these because they're both quite heavy and will make your white drop if you're not careful. Usually I have about 30 mils, but I have got slightly more. So although I didn't do that very accurately, I think it'll be okay. So you can see it's making a sort of semi-opaque white, which you can see the wood through as it dribbles off. You see that? I've learned very quickly that less is more. So a nice little mix and we'll be ready to go. I really hope this works. So I'm going to use a drop of brown in the centre for each one, and then I don't know if these are big enough to be honest to do it, but well, let's see how we go. You know what I'm like, things change all the time with me. I set out to do one thing and end up doing something completely different. So let us see where this takes you. I've just seen some bits that suddenly appeared on here, even in those few short minutes while I've been gassing away. It's a windy day here in the UK. Hey, back to the weather. Always something to talk about the weather. I don't know, we've had a lot of wind this year. Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? But it's been very blustery in the UK. Okay, so let's pour some of this into each one. As I say, it's my J Diction Vista one. No, sorry, no, forget the J Diction bit, which is again a really good brand. I thought it was made in the UK, but I don't think it is. This is Vista 1, made by Vista, which is in the Midlands, I believe, as I am. But I'm in the East Midlands, I think. I'm in the middle between East and West. Not that it makes a lot of difference. Now, are we leaning? Have I checked? Let's check this table. Where's my level? There it is. You know what I'm like. Let's see. We're okay that way. And we're okay that way, pretty much. Yeah. Let's go with that. I don't want it running any funny directions now. Does that come up to the top or not? I can never see how much I've put in. I still got a little bit left. Maybe. Oh, there's room in that one. And there's room in that one. Oops. These are quite shallow moulds, which suits me because I don't like a coaster that's too deep. You have accidents with them, with when you put a cup on them. I'll pop it all in there. There we go. Okay, let's put that over there. Righty ho, let's have a little degas. From my height, don't want to burn my mould, precious mould. Okay, now I'm going to pop just a little drop of the brown. Now, is this the right one? No, it's not the right one. Okay, let me find which one I used. Was it that one? Was it the magic fly? Did I use all magic fly? I'll have to check. Let me check. Just bear with me 1 second. Sorry, I'm not very organised. Oh, that's it. Yellow ochre. That was the one I used. So it was all magic fly. Whatever it's called. Magic brown. Yellow ochre. Did I use a bit of orange as well? Or was it yellow? Can't remember. It wasn't lemon yellow. Maybe it was a bit of lemon yellow. I don't think I've got another one. I have no idea if you can hear me or not. That's dark red. Must have been lemon yellow. No, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use the yellow ochre. So we got magic fly, brown and yellow ochre. Okay. So I'm going to try and put just a tiny dot of brown in the centre of each. Watch me mess this up. Actually, it might be a good idea to pop this glitter in first, because that way I've got something to aim for. What's that about? That's inevitably going to spread. I think. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? I don't think I'll be able to move that. Oh, sort of. Oh, there we go. Let's get it all out. Which one could do a bit more? That one. Right. Who'd have thought you get such a lot out of such a little? Come on. That'll do. Okay. So, here we go with the brown going in. Just one dot. Oh. Okay. I'll leave that there. Then I want to put some tiny dots. I don't know how I'm going to do this. You know what I'm like, I'm a bit heavy-handed. of this yellow ochre just around the edge of the brown. Maybe 6 dots. Maybe 4. Maybe that's plenty. Now what I want to do, if this works, I want to transition it into doing one bigger bloom with the object of well, just to do a bigger bloom, and try and manage not to tilt it, sway it, or do any of the things I usually manage to do. Okay, so we will start with our white. Where should we start? On the one, I'll put the colour on first, which is this one. And I'm going to start from the outside again, like I did before, because it's just a little bit easier for me to control. Yep. Bit dribbly. I'm definitely getting better at this, even if I do so myself. As they say with everything, practice makes perfect. So I guess I've got a lot more practicing to do. Let's just put a bit more around here. Any more gaps? Raging gaps? There, one there. That's annoying. I don't like touching the side. And this is where I'm going to use my little tool. Oh, I love these little tools. These are an essential, by the way. If you're thinking about things to get these. They are amazing things. Nope, that's still not the right one. Which is the one I used before? That one. This one has a nice little point on. No, it's still not the right one. Oh, come on, Anne, where is it? Put it in. Oh, there we go. I think I might do some little, you know, what I did before, big petal sort of shapes. Let's go a bit thinner. Just catching the last drop is a thing I'm not very good at, so just try and stop the splodges. It's a bit splodgy. Let's put a little bit more here. Oh, drip, drip, drip. Right, now I'm going to use, first of all, the point to straighten out any splodgy bits. Excuse me. Oh, let's just go through them one by one. So, I'm going to draw into the centre first. And I'm going to try and tie it into... Where's my... There we go. I'm going to try and tie it into where there's splodges. So wherever I can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to go 1. I'm not quite touching the bottom. though I'm not scared if I do now, because I know this point won't damage my mould. Now I'm going to, hang on, let's do that one. Go again properly, I think, where it looks sensible to do that. Okay, this one, you can see it's already blooming, isn't it? Let's go. Bring it into the middle. 2, 3, 4. I'll do that one again. 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll go again. 1, 2. I'm not doing the ones going the other way this time. I want them to be a bit more uniform, if you know what I mean. I love these colours together though. Très bon, très très bon. There you go. A little bit of French coming out there for some reason. I can hardly see my white on the white with a white light. 3, 4, 5. I have to keep looking to see if I'm still filming because I've got a new phone and it's got a bigger memory, thank goodness, because the times I've filmed and then my memory's gone halfway through, the storage is full, and you know, gets a bit I think, oh, I get so cross because then you can guarantee that it's one of your better pieces that you've messed up. I really can't see on that one, there's so much glare. That one might be a bit uneven, I think. Not sure what happened with that one. And then this one, let's go into the middle. I think I'm being less precise this time around. That's where it was touching. And I'm just going to do a little swirl gently to bring the black brown back into the middle. You can see my glitter has wandered, but I knew that's what would happen, so I'm not going to worry too much. Okay folks, have I done them all? Yeah, I'm going to leave them after a quick degas. As I say, this is a very good resin for getting rid of bubbles as well. There we go folks, I'm going to leave it alone, I think. Just check around the edge. That's all, I think they're okay. Anyway, okay folks, I will see you tomorrow for the unveiling as usual. Let's hope it works, fingers crossed. Subscribe if you like it, thumbs up if you like it, constructive comments if you like, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello folks, here we are again. Let's demold these. I've been really nervous all day about this, and I've sort of kept putting it off. Then I started thinking about whether I should put a back coat on them. But then I couldn't decide what colour it should be. Oh no, it's going to come out. What colour I should use because of the brown. All I could think about was brown, and I thought, well, this doesn't work like that. So I've decided we'll just unmould and see what we get. So ping 1, 2. I love the way these demold. It's so easy. 3. Is that a bit of touching? Oh, excuse me. Right. Okay. I'm going to show you first. Let's go with number 1. It looks like it's done okay. Look. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Look at that. Don't you just love that? Look at all the layers that you get. I'm loving this spiral thing. I really like that. I love the way they're so interactive. Okay, number 2. Oh my word. That's pretty beautiful, isn't it? That is pretty beautiful. And it's completely 3D. You can see how 3D it is. Can you see that? Oh, and again, bit of a blob there, but never mind. I think all I'm going to do with these is just edge them with a bit of gold. Oh, look at that one. That is so pretty. Look at all the layers. Look, you can see the layers. That is fascinating. I love them. I love doing these blooms. A little bit blobby there, but I can overlook that. I think they are pretty stunning. I'm just going to edge them with gold then. And then I'll take some pictures. Love them. You know I go on about it, but resin never ceases to amaze me. The things it does. I mean, even that side's lovely, isn't it? Never ceases to amaze me. Okay, I'll edge them and then I'll come back to you. In fact, actually, what I'll do, I'll edge them, or edge one. Sorry, just trying to get into my cupboard. My IKEA cupboard. Right, where are you? Where's my gold? Is that a new one or an old one? Okay, this is the best gold one in the world. Deco Colour Premium in gold. It gives such a lovely gold. You know what I mean? Right. All you do is do that. And then, so I'll just do, if I do the edge like that, and then you sort of go like that, and it gives a lovely, smells a bit, to be honest. Oops. What have I done there? Got rid of. You have to be careful not to get it anywhere else. Oh, I've got a couple of air bubbles. It's annoying. So that's how easy it is. I'll do all of them and then I'll take some pics. Okay, speak soon. Okay, so I just thought I'd bring you down to have a look close up at these. I am really happy with the way I've got so many petals. And if you look at the edge, almost looks like the petals are curled slightly at the end. One of them in particular. Come on, focus. Look at that, so pretty. So pretty. That ring light's getting on my nerves. Isn't resin amazing? Excuse me. So really, really happy with them. Love them. I don't know what to say. I'm just so, I know I say this every time. I just get blown away by what you can do. Coming up, we've got some holographic, whatever I intend to do with it, I'm not sure yet, but some holographic stuff. And I'm I'm going to try a big bloom again. The other one was a success, but then I messed it up by putting it on the wrong sort of mould for a bowl. Lesson learnt, not to worry, move on. And yeah, let's see how we go. All right then, speak soon.